Let's fit your Sisu Mouthguard. The technology behind the Sisu Mouthguard is more advanced than a simple boil and bite guard, so be sure to follow these instructions closely in order to get the best fit for you. Before you begin fitting your Sisu Mouthguard, wash your hands and the guard with soap and water. Fill a bowl made of glass or ceramic with hot, but not boiling, water. Be sure that the bowl isn't plastic. Place the mouthguard into hot water until it's soft and pliable. You can use a fork to determine when it's ready. Now, lift your Sisu Mouthguard out of the water with your fork. It's important to not let the guard fold in on itself, or the material will glue together. Next, set the guard in your mouth and use your front teeth to bite gently on the bite pad in the middle of the guard. So that you don't bite down on the perforations, we recommend using a mirror at home. Hold the mouthguard in place using your teeth and tongue. Use your fingers to fold the guard straight up. Without stretching the material, mold the guard up to the gum line on the front and sides of your teeth. Now, quickly close your lips over the mouthguard and breathe in deeply to create suction until the material hardens. It's important that you leave the guard in your mouth until it's completely cooled, or else the mouthguard may shrink. Continue biting gently on the guard to keep it in place. Let's check your fit. The guard should be neither too snug nor too loose. You should only be able to remove the mouthguard with your fingers. If you can pop it out with your tongue, the fit isn't tight enough. Make sure the guard doesn't restrict your ability to speak. You should be able to say, Sisu Mouthguard, with ease.
Sisu Mouthguard.
Finally, double check that your front teeth are lined up with the bite pad. If your fit passes all 3 tests and feels comfortable, then you're set. If not, you can remold your Sisu Mouthguard. Just slip it back into hot water to restart the fitting process. You can also choose to remold a specific part of your mouthguard by dipping just the problem section into hot water and refitting that portion of the guard. If your previous fit was too snug, try remolding using less suction. Now that you've got the perfect fit for your Sisu Mouthguard, you're ready to go.
My name is Dr. Cynthia Fee, and I'm an orthodontist. I like to use the Sisu Mouthguard for my patients with braces. It's important that you form this mouthguard with the assistance of your dentist or orthodontist so as not to damage the teeth or the braces. In this video, I'm going to show how to form this mouthguard over the braces. For our patients with braces, we want to make sure that we don't form the mouthguard over the braces in a way that would lock onto the brackets and possibly damage and pull the braces off. We need to use a material to block out the undercuts. For this, I have 2 different methods, either using a piece of aluminum foil. It's approximately 4 inches long and about 1 inch wide, or we can use orthodontic wax. Either one works fine. And I'm going to show the method with the aluminum foil. We go to the patient's mouth and we start in the maxillary left molar area, the upper left, and we start to form that strip of foil over the teeth around the braces, coming around the arch here, completely covering any tooth that has braces and blocking everything out. You can see here we have a nice tin grin. And that will then block out the undercuts. So when we go to form the mouthguard, it will not lock onto those brackets. It will be easily released. Now that our patient has the foil or the wax blocking out the brackets, we take the Sisu guard and we place it in the almost boiling water. I like to use a mouth mirror to lift the mouthguard out, and we're looking for it to become soft and pliable like it is right now. I like to take a moment and just make sure it's not too hot for the patient. It feels pretty good. Have the patient open, placing the back part all the way in the back on the molars. I'm looking for the non-perforated portion on the 2 front teeth. And we have the patient bite down. Very good. And she's pressing with her tongue on the tongue side, and I'm helping it up under the lip. And then she can just form her lips and form a suction around that while pressing up with her tongue. And at this point, I wait about 30 seconds or so, waiting for it to harden. The other thing I look for is in the center, where the V is here. We want to make sure that's centered so that it doesn't bother the patient's freedom. And at this point, it's feeling pretty hardened, so I'm going to gently loosen it away from the braces. The aluminum foil may come with it, it may stay. And we just kind of tease that away gently, like that. And what I'm looking for at this point is that the material is generally pretty even across the whole outer part of the braces. Ideally, I don't want it too wavy, and if I'm unhappy with the way this is formed, I can place it back in the hot water and reform it. At this point, I can ask the patient to try it in. So we're looking to see if it's staying in pretty tightly, and we can ask the patient to speak with it and test it out.
Sell sisu by the seashore.
At certain points during the orthodontic treatment, there may be periods where the teeth are changing rapidly, which makes it ever so important to be working with your orthodontist to make sure that the timing is appropriate for this type of mouth guard. The beauty of the Sisu mouth guard is that during orthodontic treatment, as the teeth change, the mouth guard can be reformed by placing it back in the hot water.